Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. It is Thursday, April the 30th. This is the last day of the month, and welcome to Scotty Ray's Morning Weather. I'm so glad that you joined me. Now, if this is your first time that you've ever ventured upon me or stumbled upon me here on Facebook or on YouTube, I'd like to say thank you for joining me. If you wouldn't mind, invite one of your friends. It's easy to do. Hit like, go over and invite your friends. What we do is walk you through when bad weather's coming, street by street coverage to make sure that you're safe. And also each day when it's sunshine and things like this, we talk about local news, give you your forecast, and keep you up to date with what's going on in the local news and things. But again, thank you for joining me this morning. As we go to radar this morning to take a look at what's going on, look at this. Absolutely clear. It couldn't get any better than that. We're calling for sunshine and a high of 73 later today. Tonight's lows, we're going to get down to about 50 is where we'll hit. By tomorrow, we're back at 80 into the 50s again tomorrow night. Then the temperatures will start warming up over the weekend. Saturday, an 85 for a high, and then we'll hit 89 on Sunday and possibly 90 on Monday. So there's nothing but sunshine to blanket us for the next few days. Great news. Hopefully it'll dry out a little bit where you can mow grass again and not get your lawnmower stuck. How many times has that happened? Woo! And maybe one day, just maybe one day, we'll get over this pandemic and won't have to talk about it much longer. Let's all keep our fingers crossed that this thing goes around us. As each and every day, our forecast is being brought to you by the good folks at EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, and some of the other folks that sponsor us. I want to take a moment and talk about them a moment. Graphics Guru, they're located on B Street. If you're looking to customize your fleet, they can put American flags on your trucks. They can put letterings on the door. If you've got a senior graduating, you need a banner. You can make those as well. Neat things that they do with that. As we look at other things that they'll do, as I mentioned, graphics for your truck. If you own a business, make it stand out at a red light. It's free advertising. Go by and see them, and they can letter up your truck. It's inexpensive. You'd be shocked how affordable that is. Go by and see Zane. He'll walk you through it. This is two different examples. You can get it down the door, tailgate, any which way that you want to do. And also, what about coolers? Ever thought about that? How many times have you heard people say, man, somebody stole my cooler. I don't know what it looks like. Well, they'll get your all lettered up and have your name on your cooler. Looks really pretty good, too, doesn't it? They even do wraps if you need a car done, or do like Snowby has done here. Get that done. Now, get in touch with Zane on B Street at 601-485-1400. That's one of the few things that they do. They do a lot more. If you can dream it, they can make it for you there at Graphics Guru. Good folks. Go by and see them today. Again, thank you for waking up and being a part of this. As I said, some folks join me early, some folks join me late. But it's time we take a look at the news and what's going on. We'll start off first here, what's going on with Joe Biden, his camp. Wow, this is starting to get sticky. The New York Times says, no way, Joe. Joe released a statement saying that the New York Times had cleared him of this. They came back and said, no, we didn't. We hadn't said anything one way or the other. So Joe is not out of this sexual harassment charge just yet. At some point, the Democrats will have to face this. Joe will have to step up to the plate and answer this. As you know, Larry King, they dated it back to 93. Her mom called in with the complaint against Joe. So it's getting thick. As we move to our next news story, Walmart, one of the dozens of retailers and farms that are being named in the price gouging scheme in California on eggs. Now, I don't know what the price was, but apparently it was some gouging going on in California, and Walmart, one of those that's being named. As we look, this is really, really starting to be scary. If you'll remember, Michael Flynn, who worked for President Trump, all of a sudden was taken out and he was charged for lying. They have come up with notes that they had to turn over from the FBI that stated they wanted to trick him and prosecute him or get him fired. They wanted him to lie. That's serious. If they will do this to somebody that ranked that high in our government, what will they do to you and I if they wanted to get you? Have you ever thought about that? Whether you like Michael Flynn or not, think about these charges. It's in black and white now, where they were getting ready to interview him, and in their notes, they wrote that down. That's not good. So watch this. We're all at risk over this. Hopefully justice is going to be served. This is not right at the top of the screen. I didn't change this, but former Jacksonville Jaguars linebacker Telvin Smith has been arrested in Jacksonville and charged with unlawful sexual activity with minors. They raided him, arrested him, and not good for him. And if he's guilty, he needs to pay the price for this. I'll work on making sure my headlines are right from now on. This is the next thing that makes you want to step back and go, what's going on? Pelosi floats a guaranteed minimum income. Now, the little guy that I don't remember his name, Yang, was that his name? Who had brought this up when he was running for president, that he wanted everybody to make the same, the minimum income. She's tossing that idea around right now. And of course, AOC stands for that, and also Bernie does. We'll see where this goes, but she wants to put that in phase 4 of the corona crisis bill, the next one that comes along. Watch that news story also. As we look next, the cattle industry, boy, they're taking a beating. I know folks that raise cattle all their life, and beef prices have dropped. And what's happened is no beef shortage, is what they're saying is, but it bottlenecked from the producers to the processing plants. And the delay makes the product never make it to the shelf. So keep our farmers and cattlemen in your thoughts, because they need our help as well. They're losing money. And eventually, as this is going to reach your door to where you can't get stuff. It always happens that way. So we'll keep the farmers in our thoughts. As we move next, 4 Meridian police officers have been indicted on theft and embezzlement charges. Captain James F. J. Arrington, also Sergeant Darrell D. Thompson, along with Officer Tanisa Evans and former Officer Erica L. Harmon, 51, have all been indicted. They're set to go before a judge magistrate. We'll see where that turns out. They'll have their day in court. Hopefully, well, I don't know what to say about that. I hope it's not true, but we'll see where that goes with the Meridian Police Department. As we go next, this gets hairier and hairier every day. Jackson, Mississippi. Now the city council is hired lawyers to fight the open carry suspension. It's unconstitutional for a mayor to suspend such. He's done that. It's going to be bad. That's just one step trying to take away our freedoms, and it's against the law. No other way to word that one. This is yet another reporter busted. A Spanish TV news anchor was caught doing his newscast, and a woman walked in behind him. She was scantily dressed, I might add there, and it turns out, well, it wasn't his girlfriend, and I'll let you guess who was watching. It didn't work out too well for him on that. So I'll keep him in my thoughts there, because that just don't turn out good for a guy when, yeah, y'all know where I'm going with that. That's, he's in the doghouse now, as they'll say. As we go back to our weather this morning, we go over and we see our extended forecast is nothing but sunshine. We got it over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, all the way through Tuesdays, and those high to upper 80s there. It'll dip back down to 82 on Tuesday rather. So our forecast looking very good for us. I kind of like that. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Hooper's on 22nd Avenue. They always do you a great job, along with Rick Justice Automotive on North Frontage Road, Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville. Get all your groceries there with Joe and the gang. Patrick Allen Storm Ready Shelters. When it's time to get somewhere and be safe, Patrick Allen can help you out, along with EMEPA, Graphics Guru, and my friend Joe at SMI Automotive. If you need something done to your truck, jacked up, done any kind of specialty done to it, that's what they're there for, SMI Automotive. You'll find them there coming in Meridian on 22nd Avenue. Other things that are going on this morning, as they get these numbers each day as it comes across. Right now, this morning, we're sitting at 6,569 cases statewide with 250 deaths of the coronavirus. Lauderdale County hovering at 334 cases and 19 deaths. We go to our next biggest place, and that's going to be Neshoba County with 174 cases and 3 deaths, as it's spreading like wildfire still. We hope for this to slow down. As we go to the world map, it still shows that we've got 3.1 million confirmed cases and 227,000 deaths to this. As our world map, the United States, all those red dots are places to where they've got them. That's a quick look at headline news and things that are going on around. And again, I want to say thank you for coming in and letting me be a part of your day and you joining me. If you wouldn't mind, again, share my page with a friend and invite others to join so they'll get involved with this and know how the weather's doing. Again, thank you, and you have a great day, and we'll be back again. Thanks.